Yes, you go take care. And Dave, I hope that you did not catch COVID.
So do I.
So
All
do we
right.
all.
I'm going to steal this keyboard because it's
All right. So next up
making a lot.
is somebody I do admit freely I strong-armed into taking the concert. And that would be Peggy Warner-Lalonde.
I don't see me.
I
Oh,
do see you.
well, you see, Ken hit something and the screen went black.
The lock button.
So the sound man was being unsound. What can I say?
It didn't affect the sound, it's just the vision.
Yeah, well, and I'm a vision for sore eyes. So this, Matt, if nobody told you, it's around 7:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and I'm Peggy Warner-Lalonde, despite it saying Ken Lalonde Sound Man on the screen. I'm his mostly unsound significant other.
Peggy, I think you meant Eastern Daylight.
Yeah, one of those.
Oh, yeah, we're daylight.
They better change it to not change it, because otherwise I can't handle it anymore. Okay, so where did I go from the screen? Doesn't matter. I'm here. I didn't turn. No.
You talk, your video should go live.
Okay, well, my video's not going live. What the hell can Speaker.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter. I can't see myself. Who cares? This song is all Sue Jeffers, or pardon me, this piece is Sue Jeffers' fault. We all know that today is April 1st. And apparently the Royal Society for the Blind, that would be the one in England, folks, as far as I know, posted that they had a news release that they were going to start training cats to be guides for the blind. I had to explain to Ken that it was April 1st. He thought it was legit. For those of you who know Les Barker, he already had this covered. The word futile springs to mind. Mission impossible, yes. That's the attempt to harness for mankind the intelligence of cats. You've made a basic error. Now let me expound. This master-servant thing's okay, but no, not that way round. We don't do the faithful subject. We don't do the daily grind. You should never have attempted it. Guide cats for the blind. Give kitties so much trust and we'll abuse the privilege. You think you're going out? You're opening the fridge. You think I'm trying to help you? I'm not serving man but mammon. You think you've gained a faithful friend. You've lost a plate of salmon. I might lead you down the high street. I'll be back when I have dined. We get very, very hungry being guide cats for the blind. It can't be very pleasant, of this I've little doubt, to have your head stuck in a cat flap, whether facing in or out. You could be here a day or two, with half of you out in the rain. I've got to go, I've things to do. Maybe I'll pass this way again. A dog would go for help. Cats are not that way inclined. Cats have better things to do than being guide cats for the blind. Of some matters I'm ignorant, but this I know for certain. The best place for a blind man is not halfway up a curtain. And why do they have to be up on a roof at 4 a.m.? It's a perfect place for me, but what's in it for them? It was where I had to go, and he just tags along behind. I don't know why. Only a fool would follow guide cats for the blind. I once met a man called Pavlov. From time to time he rang a bell. Simple toys make humans happy, but I have to say that, well, I found it a disturbance and, poor chap, I think he knew it. And soon he only rang his bell when I wanted him to do it. Did you ask for our assistance? If you did, well, we've declined. Here we are, an oxymoron. Guide cats for the blind. And that was from the Mrs. Ackroyd periodic table book.
It's Usually got David Judith's screen on our
Yes,
screen.
I know. We do. It's okay.
Click on gallery and then click back to
One moment, please, folks. We're confused here.
and then click back to speaker.
Nope, that didn't work. Well, anyway, this next piece, there's been a fair amount of silly this evening, and so, or this afternoon. So why should I be any different?
That's that sound.
This song is for Sally. The night moon glows up, Snoopy goes. Here stands a doghouse no more. The mighty plane of a flying haste, the sop with camels stands in its place to fight in the First World War. For the Beagle has landed to drink root beer again. Now he'll fly his country to defend. Engines churn while machine guns burn. The enemy falls from the sky. Shot down the mighty flying haste, but another plane comes to fill the place. The Red Baron swears he'll die, for the eagle is branded. Red Baron plans to rend Snoopy's sop with camel end to end. In pale moonlight the two planes fight. Soon both are riddled with holes, but the Baron hits some vital spot, and the sop with camel, smoking and hot, falls to the earth below. And the Beagle crash landed. Let the Baron beware when Snoopy climbs his doghouse once again. And going back to Les Barker again, you all know how much I love Les Barker, and he's a lovely man, a very nice person as well. On a cold rainy night, on a Liverpool quayside, in the years before the Great War, the crowd was in shock at the loss of Titanic. So proud had they been days before. Relatives gathered for news of their loved ones, to read through the list of the dead. When into the throng came a sad-eyed old polar bear, and to the clerk at the counter he said, "Have you got any news of the iceberg? My family were on it, you see. Have you got any news of the iceberg? They mean the whole world to me. My wife and my children were coming from Greenland to be by my side in the zoo. Belinda's my wife, and the eldest's called Bernard, and Billy, well, he's only 2. I know on the ship there were hundreds of people, and I know the iceberg's not yours. The polar bear's eyes held the start of his teardrops, and he covered his face with his paws. Have you got any news of the iceberg. My family were on it, you see. Have you got any news of the iceberg? They mean the whole world to me. It's been over a year since I last saw my children. I left home to build my career. I've worked very hard, I'm a star in the circus. It's all been for nothing, I fear. That's my face on the poster, we're in town this week. My children were meeting me here. And everyone watched as he struggled to speak, as his paw brushed away one more tear. Have you got any news of the iceberg? My family were on it, you see. Have you got any news of the iceberg? They mean the whole world to me. By now, all the people had gathered beside him. His grief was one they could share. The people around him, in silence and sadness, listened to the sad polar bear. I wanted my children to see me performing, and Belinda, she would have been proud. At last lost for words and his tears flowing freely, the question was asked by the crowd. Have you got any news of the iceberg? My family were on it, you see. Have you got any news of the iceberg? They mean the whole world to me. Thank you. The next one is one I first heard done by Mary Ellen Wessels. And since then, Phil picked it up. And I picked it up from him. I think I've also heard Kathy McManaman do it. But anyway, it's called Gentle Arms of Eden. On a sleepy, endless ocean, when the world lay in a dream, there was rhythm in the splash and roll, but not a voice to sing. So the moon fell on the breakers, and the morning warmed the waves, till a single cell did jump and hum for joy, as though to say, this is my home. This is my only home. This is the only sacred ground that I have ever known. And should I stray in the dark night alone, rock me, goddess, in the gentle arms of Eden. Then the day shone bright and rounder, till the one turned into two, and the two into 10,000 things, and old things into new. And on some virgin beachhead one lonesome critter crawled, and he looked about and shouted out in his most astonished drawl, this is my home. This is my only home. This is the only sacred ground that I have ever known. And should I stray in the dark night alone, Rock me, goddess, in the gentle arms of Eden. Then all the sky was buzzin', and the ground was carpet green, and the weary children of the woods went dancing in between. And the people sang rejoicing when the fields were glad with grain, this song of celebration from their cities on the plain. This is my home. This is my only home. This is the only sacred ground that I have ever known. And should I stray in the dark night alone, rock me, goddess, in the gentle arms of Eden. Now there's smoke across the harbor, and there's factories on the shore, and the world is ill with greed and will and enterprise of war. But I will lay my burdens in the cradle of your grace, and the shining beaches of your love, and the sea of your embrace. This is my home. This is my only home. This is the only sacred ground that I have ever known. And should I stray in the dark night alone, rock me, goddess, in the gentle arms of Eden. Rock me, goddess, in the gentle arms of Eden. Thank you. Many years ago, and I think it might have been at OVFF, I don't remember exactly, I met Rick Helmick, and he had been looking for someone to sing a 4-part harmony with him on a song that I had learned from the movie Oh Brother, Where Art Thou? And Rick wrote this. It's called Down to the Filksing to Play. As I went down to the Filksing to play, thinking about those future days when aliens war and spacecraft soar, oh God, show me the way. Oh, Trek fans, let's go down, come on down. Oh, Trek fans, let's go down to the Filksing to play. As I went down to the Filksing to play, studying about those good old days when demons wrought and heroes fought, oh God, show me the way. Oh, book fans, let's go down, come on down. Oh, book fans, let's go down to the Filksing to play. As I went down to the Filksing to play, thinking about those future days when aliens war and spacecraft soar, oh God, show me the way. Oh, film fans, let's go down, come on down. Oh, film fans, let's go down to the Filksing to play. As I went down to the Filksing to play, studying about those good old days when demons wrought and heroes fought, oh God, show me the way. Oh, Filk fans, let's go down, come on down, don't you wanna go down? Oh, come on, Filk fans, let's go down in the Filksing to play. As I went down to the Filksing to play, thinking about those future days when aliens war and spacecraft soar, oh gods, show me the way. And somebody says they want the words for this. So will one of you please shoot me a message in case I forget after this so that I will indeed remember to send you the words? No. One moment, please. Oh. I'm going back to Silly. This is one of those songs someone was mentioning FOM earlier, I gather. And there's actually been a year or two when I wrote all the songs for FOM. This year I did one. This was a FOM song, and this came about because, you know how you finally get around to going and clearing out all those old files of things you don't even have anymore? Well, I was cleaning out an old credit card file, and this whole thing came to me within about 2 minutes. The scratch and loose tickets is what some folks say, but I know they're my tickets to paradise. It's the Friday night drawing, I watch the TV, I know my numbers will win. They call them all out, but not one of mine. Darn, I'll just have to try again. I'll play my cat's birthday, his name's Lucky, you see, so I know that those numbers are best. So I watch with great hope, blast not a one, no money, for me I'll be blessed. The scratch and loose tickets is what some folks say, but I know they're my tickets to paradise. I'll try one more time, this has to be it. I know that this time I can't lose. But no, they don't call my numbers at all. Should have spent all my money on booze. Their scratch and loose tickets is what some folks say, but I know they're my tickets to paradise. This lottery stuff ain't paying my bills, I'll have to let this stuff go. I'll try something else, I know this will work. I'm off to Saturday bingo. Their scratch and loose tickets is what some folks say, but I know they're my tickets to paradise. Yep, their scratch and loose tickets is what some folks say, but I know they're my tickets to paradise. Say former farmer with a Brooklyn accent. A former farmer? I don't know if I can do that. And I think this is probably my last song. Dave is a filk forager. Someone called him that in the chat, and I totally agree. And I'm nowhere near in Dave's league. But there are a few songs that I've always loved from the time I was a child because they mentioned spaceships and aliens and things. And since this is the Canadian segment of the con after all, I thought I'd play this one by a well-known Canadian songwriter by the name of Neil Young. Well, I dreamed I saw the knights in armor come and saying something about a queen. There were peasants singing and drummers drumming and the archers with the tree. There was a fanfare blowing to the sun that was floating on the breeze. Look at Mother Nature on the run in the 1970s. Look at Mother Nature on the run in the 1970s. I was lying in a burned-out basement with the full moon in my eyes. I was hoping for a replacement when the sun burst through the skies. There was a band playing in my head, and I felt like getting high. I was thinking about what a friend had said. I was hoping it was a lie. Thinking about what a friend had said, I was hoping it was a lie. Well, I dreamed I saw the silver spaceships flying in the yellow haze of the sun. There were children crying and colors flying all around the chosen ones. All in a dream, all in a dream, the loading had begun. Flying Mother Nature's silver seed to a new home in the sun. Flying Mother Nature's silver seed to a new home. Thank you.
Thank you, Peggy.
And yes, you didn't exactly ask, but you know.
Stop by.